In the swamps of Louisiana, wild boars have long been a formidable challenge for hunters. These animals, with crescent-shaped tusks as sharp as blades, can devastate every inch of land they cross, leaving behind footprints that warn of hidden danger. Despite these risks, hunting teams venture deep into the swamps with determination, prepared to face the challenges of tracking and controlling these destructive creatures. The hunt is not merely about capturing wild boars, it is a test of skill, patience, and strategic planning. Hunters position themselves carefully, observing every subtle movement in the environment. When signs of a boar appear, whether through rustling leaves or the alerting barks of hunting dogs, precise shots are employed to neutralize the threat efficiently. Each successful strike removes a potential source of destruction, gradually restoring safety to the land. In California, fields have also faced similar challenges. Hunting teams deploy off-road vehicles to navigate dense terrain, coordinating movements to intercept boars before they can escape. Signals from trained hunting dogs guide the hunters, allowing them to anticipate the animal's movements. When a boar emerges, accurate shots bring it down swiftly, often in the midst of chaotic surroundings, ensuring minimal risk to the hunters while preventing further damage to crops and vegetation. Throughout the day, hunters maintain vigilance. Even as the sun rises and sets, every rustle, shadow, or movement in the foliage is carefully monitored. Teams advance through sugarcane fields, marshlands, and dense forests, ready to act at a moment's notice. Coordination, patience, and precision are essential, as any delay could allow the animals to escape and continue their destructive behavior. In Texas swamps, large herds of wild boars are frequently encountered. Hunters identify targets quickly, taking clean, well-aimed shots to separate individual animals from the group. The result is the effective dispersal of the herd, while reducing the population of destructive boars that threaten farmland and forest ecosystems. Across all these regions, the goal of hunting is not sport alone. It is part of a broader ecological effort to protect crops, maintain soil integrity, and prevent the overpopulation of feral boars. From the Louisiana marshes to California's fields and Texas swamps, carefully coordinated hunts demonstrate the combination of skill, strategy, and responsibility required to manage these aggressive animals, ensuring that both the land and its human inhabitants can coexist safely. Hunters maintain careful observation and composure before taking action. When a wild boar is identified, the rifle is aligned with precision, and a well-aimed shot neutralizes the animal instantly. Each successful takedown removes a significant threat to the fields, contributing to the overall protection of farmland and surrounding ecosystems. Tracking continues through the eastern edges of swamps and forests. Wild boars often remain unaware of hunters positioned strategically along their paths. Selecting optimal angles and waiting for the right moment, marksmen deliver accurate shots that prevent the animals from escaping, ensuring minimal risk to both the hunters and the land. Simultaneously, coordinated fire from multiple ambush points signals the effective suppression of destructive activity. In dense forests, additional hunting teams operate in pre-assigned positions, responding swiftly as wild boars enter their line of sight. Rapid, successive shots are used to control groups of animals, targeting individuals while allowing others to retreat into safer areas. Hunting dogs assist in tracking, alerting the hunters to movements within undergrowth, which ensures no targets are missed and all threats are neutralized. This careful approach highlights the intelligence and adaptability of wild boars, requiring hunters to remain vigilant at all times. Secured areas show visible signs of the animal's previous destruction, but the removal of these feral boars allows farmland and forests to recover. Populations that multiply rapidly can devastate crops, so ongoing monitoring and strategic hunting are essential to prevent further losses. In the French grasslands, herds of wild boars create hotspots of activity, necessitating swift and coordinated intervention. Hunters identify charging animals, anticipate their movements, and employ precise shots to prevent escape. The remainder of the herd often disperses into forested areas, but continued vigilance ensures that follow-up actions neutralize stragglers. Hunting dogs provide critical signals, guiding marksmen to the precise locations of remaining boars. Night operations in regions such as Texas also play a vital role in population management. Hunters use binoculars and infrared scopes to locate boars moving across open fields. Swift, clean shots neutralize individuals before they can escape, while radio communications coordinate the broader strategy, directing teams to other active herds. The combination of precision, coordination, and tracking allows hunters to reduce the destructive impact of wild boars while protecting crops and the ecological balance of the area. Across these regions, the objective is consistent: managing wild boar populations to prevent environmental and agricultural damage. Each calculated action demonstrates the importance of strategy, vigilance, and teamwork in maintaining both safety and sustainability within affected landscapes. Gunfire erupted with precision, sweeping across the wild boars in rapid succession, leaving the animals no opportunity to escape. The Texas field, once under threat from destructive pests, was now cleared, restoring safety and balance to the farmland. Hunting wild boars serves as a practical measure to protect crops, support local economies, and maintain equilibrium between human activity and natural ecosystems. All operations must adhere to legal regulations while ensuring the safety of hunters during wildlife population management. In Morocco, wild boars had become a significant problem, damaging fields and fruit trees. Villagers were left vulnerable to these relentless invaders. At first light, 2 professional hunting teams mobilized, fully equipped for a mission focused on restoring security to affected farmland. The first target was an orange grove that had repeatedly suffered nighttime raids. The hunters formed a strategic perimeter, creating an encirclement that left no escape route for the animals. Hunting dogs were deployed, their barking signaling the start of the operation. Every hunter remained alert, carefully monitoring movement within the grove. As a wild boar charged into the open, the team responded with precision. Each shot was calculated to end the animal's run decisively. Within moments, the grove was secured, demonstrating the effectiveness of coordinated ambush tactics. Meanwhile, another hunting team moved toward a southern hillside, a known habitat for the boars. Upon arrival, team members quickly took their positions. When a wild boar appeared, it was neutralized instantly, preventing further destruction. Subsequent alerts directed the hunters toward other active locations, where herds of boars were observed fleeing. Rapid, controlled gunfire was employed to halt the animals' movements, ensuring that each threat was addressed. As the day progressed, the teams adjusted their strategy, splitting forces to cover multiple areas and prevent further incursions. Hunting dogs assisted in tracking, creating a controlled environment that guided the animals into zones where they could be safely neutralized. Each successful intervention reduced the potential for crop damage and contributed to overall ecological and economic protection. Across the region, simultaneous operations demonstrated the importance of coordination, vigilance, and precise execution. From the orange groves to the hillside terrain, every action reinforced the balance between human agricultural activity and the management of feral wild boar populations. Interestingly, wildlife management programs have started incorporating innovative deterrents alongside traditional hunting. In Louisiana and Texas, some farmers have begun using motion-activated sprinklers and noise-making devices to prevent wild boars from entering fields at night. These non-lethal measures reduce crop damage, while also allowing hunters to focus on larger herds in other areas. Moreover, community involvement has proven vital. Local residents often act as early warning systems, reporting boar sightings via apps or radio networks. This collaborative effort ensures that hunting teams are deployed quickly, increasing the efficiency of population control while fostering a sense of shared responsibility for protecting farmland. In addition, ecological studies reveal another layer of complexity. Wild boars impact not only crops, but also native species. Their rooting and wallowing can disrupt soil structure and affect the growth of native plants, leading to cascading effects on insects, birds, and small mammals. As a result, controlling wild boar populations is critical not only for agriculture but also for preserving local ecosystems. Interestingly, research has also explored behavioral adaptations of wild boars. Scientists have discovered that boars are highly intelligent, and can learn to avoid traps, hunting dogs, and certain deterrents over time. This adaptability necessitates constant innovation in hunting strategies and monitoring techniques, keeping hunters and researchers on their toes. Furthermore, some regions have explored the sustainable utilization of wild boars. Instead of solely viewing them as pests, certain communities process their meat, producing high-quality pork products such as sausages, cured hams, and smoked cuts. This approach not only offsets some of the economic losses caused by crop destruction, but also provides a culinary resource highly valued in local markets. Climate and seasonal changes add another layer of challenge. Wet winters can expand swampy areas, allowing boars to access previously unreachable fields, while dry summers concentrate them around remaining water sources. Hunters and farmers must adapt their strategies seasonally, adjusting patrols, traps, and aerial monitoring to respond to these shifting patterns. Finally, education and awareness programs have become crucial. Workshops for farmers and rural communities teach safe hunting techniques, wildlife tracking, and ecosystem management. By sharing knowledge about boar behavior, reproductive cycles, and habitat patterns, these initiatives ensure that population control efforts are both humane and effective, striking a balance between protecting human interests and respecting wildlife.